Bored with your clothes but don't know how to style them? Want to look comfortable but not frumpy? In this video, I'm going to share with you 4 capsule closet tips that you can start using now, using the clothes that you have in your wardrobe already. I'm going to take you through my clothes rail so that you can see what I have in my closet. And I'll be styling 4 outfits to show you how my tips work in practice so that you can start putting these tips into practice today. Hello and welcome to Beauty by Des, a channel for women touching 70 where I share tips, tricks and tutorials on fashion, beauty and lifestyle. So may I present my autumn-winter wardrobe? And this is the extent of it. I have 41 innerwear pieces and 6 outerwear pieces. I've got 25 tops and 14 bottoms, including a skirt, and 1 dress. Now that's not including the base layers, most of which are down here. And this is where I keep my leggings. That's a leopard print pair on the top there. This is where I keep my underwear, bits and bobs down there. Then I've got my jewellery, got some more necklaces up here, which I spent quite a long time untangling last night. And then we've got some scarves here, and we've got some handbags and a belt and another scarf over there. And then we've got our boots. I was going to say shoes, it's really boots to be honest, and a pair of trainers and some more bags. And then finally I've got some coats. The only coat that isn't here is my waterproof one, which I wore yesterday because it was pouring with rain. And I've got a jacket, a couple of jackets behind there, one of which you'll see shortly when I style it. So as you can see, most of my wardrobe is made up of black with some brown, a bit of grey, and then I've got slightly lighter colours over here, but most of my colours are dark and deep, and that's what I tend to gravitate towards in the autumn-winter season. Now, most of the time, I tend to wear trousers and jumpers, so leggings or jeans, or tailored trousers and jumpers. That is my uniform of choice, if you like, during the season. And I do oscillate between tighter trousers and looser trousers depending on how I'm feeling on the day. Now I know that you'll probably think, looking at all these clothes on the rail, they look pretty boring, but I'm here to show you how I jazz up these clothes to make them look less boring. Now, some things to consider before I take you through the 4 tips. I recently had my colours done, and this is why I'm wearing this colour, by the way, this sort of, I don't know whether you'd call it wine or aubergine or something like that. It's not a colour that I've worn for a long time, actually, and having my colours done, and I have a colour palette here that I use, and my colour is winter deep, according to the colour specialist that I work with, and if you're interested, I'll leave her details down below for you. And I did find that really helpful. But I have to say that I still gravitate towards my primary colours that I've always worn, and those are black, dark brown and white. Now, how is that applicable to you? Well, I think what that means for all of us is that we have to wear colours that we're comfortable in. This is all very well and it can be really helpful, but actually what's really important is how you react to colours. If I put black on, I know I feel powerful, I feel strong, I feel confident. I really like, for example, the way that my hair looks against a black jumper or a black top. I really think that it enhances it somehow, even though my hair is very dark. Whereas if I put it against a pale blue, for example, or pale green, it just doesn't seem right to me at all, apart from the fact that I don't think it suits my skin tone either. So I think it's really important to consider how you react to colour, and that'll help you to choose the clothes from your existing wardrobe. And it makes you think about how you feel in your clothes. It's so important to feel comfortable, stylish and put together. And comfort, of course, I think at our age particularly is so important. I think it was really highlighted during the pandemic when everybody was staying at home and obviously not wanting to wear tight, restricting clothes. But I think that's translated into all sections of society, all age groups. Everybody wants comfort, I would say, as their number one consideration. And comfort shouldn't have to mean boring or lacking in style. And finally, I always consider my fact sheet. Now, I developed a fact sheet last year for spring, summer, and then autumn, winter. And there's a link that you can use in the description box to download it. But what it really helped to crystallize for me were the 4 occasions that I get dressed for. Sorry, that's terribly bad grammar, but you know what I mean. So it might be staying at home or working at home, going out to the office or going out where you have to dress up a bit in the daytime, then going out in the evening with friends to the local pub or restaurant, and then a special occasion night, a date night, or where you're going somewhere smart. Now, those are the 4 occasions that I have in my life. So if that's helpful to you, do consider downloading my fact sheet. Now, that segues nicely into tip number 1. And this tip would probably apply to going out in the daytime or possibly in the evening as well. And it is mix traditional seasonal clothes together. Now, I've got 3 examples to show you and 3 different ways of styling a pair of white trousers, which you would traditionally wear in the summer. So in the first outfit, I've got the white trousers and I've added a base layer, a white base layer, a black V-neck jumper to show the pop of white underneath. And wearing white close to your neck is always flattering, particularly as we get older. Then I've added a black and white coat, black boots and an unexpected bag. I mean, I say unexpected because I've just bought this bag for this wedding that I keep harping on about that I'm going to, which normally I would say was more of an evening bag. But actually, I think the texture works really well with the cotton trousers, with the check coat, and just helps the outfit to look put together and very slightly unexpected as well. And then you can bring in the grey scarf to complete the look and to keep you warm as well. Now, the second outfit, I've swapped out the coat for a jacket and a different bag. So there's a nice tension between the white trousers, which, as I say, are traditional for summer, with the faux fur jacket. And with the third outfit, we've brought in a black coat. Now, this coat I've had for over 20 years, by the way. I had it relined a few years ago and it's really been amazing. It's a Maxmara, so it was very expensive at the time, but a great coat. And I've kept the grey scarf and I've introduced a different black bag. So basically we've got 3 outfits, but we've kept the same basics. We've got the trousers, the base layer and the jumper and the boots, but we've ringed the changes with the coats and the bags. So my second tip is bring in some accessories. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I spent last night untangling a lot of my old necklaces because statement necklaces are in. Now, this necklace that I'm wearing today, for example, I used to wear this all the time about 15 years ago. I bought it, I think it was at Harvey Nichols. It's a cherry Chau, I think was the name of the brand. I don't know if they're still existing. And I absolutely loved it. And I thought, as I'd fished it out and I hung it up on the rail, as you saw earlier, I thought, actually, do you know what? This would go brilliantly with the jumper. So I'm really delighted to have found it again, discovered it. And I honestly think this is the time to bring back your statement necklaces. I would say crew necks work best for statement necklaces because you've got a nice plain neckline. You don't want too much going on at the neck. You don't want V-necks as well, otherwise it'll all look a bit messy. I'm also wearing the pink earrings that I wore with the outfit that I'm showing you. And I also added a gold watch. And I've also got the pink, black and white scarf. And I think that adding accessories can really elevate an outfit, can make it seem more exciting and new, because all the items I'm showing this outfit, apart actually, I have to say, from the black blazer, which is new, although I bought it on Vinted, so it is actually secondhand, are old items that I've had for at least a year, if not 20 years, like this necklace. Like the necklace that I'm wearing with the outfit, that brown necklace dates from about the same time as this one, I think. So it just shows you that if you can see all your outfits, and I'm not suggesting that you have to have a layout like mine, this is the best I can do really. I've just decided clothes rails are the way forward for me rather than wardrobes with doors. But it really does make a difference to see what you've got, because suddenly I've gone, oh, what about this with this or that with that? So tip 2 is definitely look at the accessories you have. Go delving into the cupboards and boxes and hidden corners that you might not have thought of. Bring out your old accessories and see how they go with your current clothes. Now, tip 3 brings me to layering. Now, I know a lot of people talk about layering, particularly in the winter, because of course we all do it automatically if we want to keep warm. But I think the key to layering really is not to go overboard so that you don't look like a Michelin man, because you don't want that, do you? Otherwise you'll end up looking sort of a bit too big and you won't be able to move and you'll be constricted. So what you want to do is you want to start with your base layer and build out, as it were. Now what I've gone for in this outfit, I've got a turtleneck jumper, which is very light from Uniqlo. It's a real base layer. And I've actually really gone out of my comfort zone with this skirt. Now this is a new skirt I also bought from Uniqlo. I've kept the label on because I'm not entirely sure I'm going to keep it, but actually having looked at the footage earlier, I think it actually doesn't look too bad. I've layered it up with a belt, with a jacket, and then eventually I've completed it with a coat. I've also added a tote bag and some gold hoop earrings. Now, of course, you don't have to put the coat on unless you're going out, but the point is, because the bottom part is a bit sleeker, I was actually going to add my Chelsea boots, but I don't think they look right. They look a bit too edgy even for my taste. I think keeping the bottom half sleek while adding layers on the top really works. And that way you're going to be warm when you go out, but of course you can take your coat off and then you'll just have the blazer on. And I think that's a really nice look. So layering, as long as it's done judiciously, can really help to elevate an outfit and make you look more stylish and less frumpy. And finally, tip 4 is try something different. Now, I've been using Pinterest a little bit. I've been a bit reluctant to use it in the past because I just found it quite difficult. But when I had my colours done, I looked at winter deep colours on Pinterest and I did find it quite helpful. So I've started to look at some outfits on Pinterest, and I do think it's worth putting in a few keywords to get some inspiration. And that's how I styled this particular outfit, because I decided to try trainers with tailored trousers. Now I know this look's been around for ages, but I resisted it because I just thought, I really don't think that I can do this. Shoes are so important, aren't they, for making you feel right. If you get your shoes wrong, in other words, if you don't feel comfortable in them, then it can really spoil the rest of your outfit and it just doesn't make you feel good. I suppose in my mind somewhere trainers or certain types of trainers equal scruffy, but they really don't need to at all. And I think these purple ones that I bought years ago, they used to be my running trainers actually, look pretty good. But I really do think it's worth trying a pair of trainers with your tailored trousers, not with your jeans, but with your tailored trousers. So here I've gone for the black trousers and the black turtleneck again. Very milk tray man, if you can remember that back in the day. And then I've added large silver hoops and the coloured trainers. I've also added the pink and black scarf, and I've tied it a la Emily Wheatley, who's one of my new favourite YouTubers, and I really like the way she styles her scarves, so I thought I'd have a go as well. I've then added the black blazer and an aubergine tote bag. Now, I think that looks pretty stylish, and I really think that this particular outfit, although some people might think, gosh, she's pushing 70, hasn't she overdone it a bit? But with all these tips, I think the whole point about this is we are touching 70, we are confident, and we will wear what we blimmin' well like. So there you have it. Those are my 4 tips for looking fab, not frumpy, in the autumn-winter season. So let me know in the comments below, have I gone a bit overboard, or do you think that some of my tips make sense to you? And would you have a go? Do let me know in the comments, and do share any ideas and tips and tricks that you have for jazzing up your autumn-winter wardrobe. And I'll leave some links below on some of the clothes that I've styled, if they're still available, and some possible alternatives as well. I really hope this video has been helpful to you, and if it has, I'd be so grateful if you'd give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so that you get notified each time I upload a video, because all these things help my tiny channel to get noticed. Oh, and talking of subscriptions, I have a monthly newsletter. And in that, I don't just talk about fashion, beauty and lifestyle, but music, books, podcasts, theatre, film, and all the other bits and bobs that make us happy. And if you've enjoyed this video, I'm going to pop up a couple of others that you might enjoy watching as well. And thank you so much for watching. It means the absolute world to me. It really does. And I hope you're all doing really well. And I look forward to seeing you on my next video. Bye.